Here we go. Just fucking starting. In Dev Vision Volume 6, creative director Guan and lead combat designer Zhayong reveal what's coming in Marvel Rivals Season 2.5, launching May 30th, which is in 8 days from my time. The update brings Ultron as a playable character, which we all knew. Ultron was leaked in Season 0. Like, everyone knew Ultron was coming. Don't know if that had any effect on the story, if the devs sort of changed things because everyone kind of already knew Ultron was going to be around. We knew he was going to be a strategist forever now, but we also get a new map and big team-up changes. 6 added, 4 removed, 1 adjusted, over a 50% revamp since Season 0, which is absolutely insane. 6 new team-ups is super cool. I've seen the 4 removed. I saw that earlier. That's how I found out this was live. Actually, no, it was actually not actually. It was the Jeff Nato. The Jeff Nato was the thing where I was like, oh, they released the trailer for it. Cool. So I've seen that they took away the Jeff team up with Luna. So Luna doesn't, they took away. I saw they took away. We'll see it later, but they took away the Jeff team up. They took away the symbiote team up entirely. And they took away, I don't know what else they took away, but I know those two. Those are the two. With that in mind, we are going to watch this 13-minute video and see exactly what the devs are changing to the game, seeing what they're bringing. And I'm excited. I mean, so far I know a lot of people, like, there are a lot of balance changes that I don't necessarily agree with all the time. Like, last time, I don't think I ever uploaded the video, but I was live when it occurred, and I mean the DPS buffs are ridiculous, especially when you keep nerfing the healers and the tanks. But with that in mind, the game is still fun, and it hasn't gotten to the point where any character is unplayable or ridiculous. There are certain characters that do piss me off. I actually have 5. But regardless, I don't know. I'm excited to see what they're going to do in the future. And let me make sure that the sound works. I'm going to play this real quick. Wow, that's so loud in my ears. Holy shit. Okay, let me turn that all the way the fuck down. Let me make sure this works. Okay. Let me also make sure, actually, that you guys can hear me. I'm going to turn my mic all the way up so you guys can hear me, and then I'm going to turn this down just a wee bit. Okay. Oh, the background music might have stopped because I didn't loop it. It's fine. It's fine. We don't need background music right now because we're about to have the music from the dev team. But with that being said, okay, let's start this 13-minute video. Let's go.
Hello everyone, Guang here.
Am I pronouncing his name right?
Hello everyone, Guang here.
I was right, Guang. Okay. It's always hard to pronounce Asian names, not because like they're hard to pronounce, but if you say them wrong, it does come off extremely racist. Like, maybe that's just me, but I'm like, how? If I say this wrong and it's super wrong, how bad is it? Certain names you can say wrong. Like if I say certain names wrong, it's whatever. But anyways, Guang, tell me what Rivals is bringing to the team, or bringing to the game. Let's see. New hero, new map, new team ups.
After the Hellfire Gala was crushed by Ultron's surprise attack, the mutants of Crocodile faced some of their toughest days yet. Now, Ultron has stolen Cerebro, evolved into the even more formidable Electron, and retreated to his new stronghold, Arakko. Once Crocodile's sister Iron, Arakko, has lost all its vitality, transformed by Ultron into a cold, merciless, mechanical world.
Okay, so that's cool. So lore wise, I haven't read a lot of the lore for Marvel Rivals yet. Just because I want to do like a whole video where I read it, which I started it, but there's a lot. And obviously they keep updating it, so it takes a while. But so story wise, Ultron won, right? And that's sort of with the new map. Somebody pointed out Ultron wins in both maps. Like, we talked a little bit last time about how the various endings that you get, the victory and defeat screens, bring you into, a new timeline for how the character, the character story and whatnot. And in the new Krakoa map for season 2, Ultron wins in both storylines. So no matter what you do, which is an interesting concept, and again, I'm sure there's lore reasons as to why and all that. But regardless, so we're getting a very similar island, almost the opposite of the Krakoa map, because the Krakoa map was very trees and plants and flowery. This one's going to be the exact opposite because Ultron took over, so it's going to be metallic, and I think that's a cool design. Hi, Ren.
But the fight isn't over. Our heroes, regrouping after their setback, must now join forces with Krakoa to save Arakko. Now, let's talk about Ultron as a playable hero.
Okay, Ultron
He's a
joins as the
strategist who can provide consistent healing to his allies.
Yep.
However,
We'll
he can
watch
also
the,
unleash
the
devastating
Ultron,
energy beams against enemies. His
trailer
unique
after
primary
this.
weapon introduces an all-new shooting experience.
New shooting. Like
And as a flying strategist,
baby.
Ultron opens up fresh possibilities for your aerial lineups.
Everyone knew it was
for
coming.
season 2.5.
Okay. The flying strategist should have been Adam Warlock, right? We can all agree with that. They need to rework Adam Warlock's kit. He flies when he shoots. Just give him like a little floating or something. Like make it like Rocket so he like falls, the Rocket and Magneto have it where you jump off and you float down. Give that to Adam. Do something. Adam Warlock should have been the first flying strategist, but we'll give it to what's his name? We'll give it to Ultron because why not?
We are taking our dynamic team-up ability system even further, with broader adjustments to team-ups to bring even more strategy and excitement to every battle. In this update, we are adding 6 new team-up abilities, removing 4.
Okay. So they removed the Black Widow Hawkeye one. They removed the Black Widow Hawkeye one, which that one's fair because I do feel like if you're good Black Widow, that's a pretty powerful team up because it's literally Hawkeye's ultimate you get every 30 seconds, which is kind of insane. They got rid of this because we're getting 2 Jeff ones. I did see some, like, there were leaks and stuff about this, but I didn't know if that was confirmed or it's going to be a later thing. They also got rid of ammo overload completely, which last time they made it, they changed it for... they got rid of it for Bucky and gave him the cap one. So they gave Rocket to Penny, which I did see leaks about that. And then as for Punisher, he's getting one with Black Widow. And then Hawkeye's getting one with Luna instead of Jeff. That's interesting. Spider-Man and Venom. Oh, Spider-Man doesn't have any. Spider-Man has no team up. Oh, no. Spider-Man has a team up with Squirrel Girl. That's what it is. Spider-Man has his team up with Squirrel Girl. And it seems that they're adjusting 2 of them. I think, right? Well, they added 6. Wait. They removed 4, added 6. Oh, no. This just maybe this is just... No, this isn't all the team ups. They don't... No. Maybe? Maybe. Let's see.
And adjusting the members of 1.
Which one are you upset about?
Overall, by season 2.5, more than 50% of our team-up ability.
And honestly, I truly think that if they... I'm not don't change it every time, but if they change the team ups often enough, that will really help the longevity of Rivals, because you're constantly, I mean, superhero team ups, I mean, that's a classic, right? That's been a thing forever. And so putting it in the game, you know, if you constantly switch up the team ups, it gives it a sense of a fresh feel, regardless on what you do in the game. That's almost a guaranteed not guaranteed per se, but that definitely helps the longevity of it, I think, because you're constantly getting something new no matter what. Even if, for whatever reason in the future, let's say we're not adding a new hero this month, for whatever reason, despite the fact that there are thousands of Marvel characters, for whatever reason they go, we're not adding a character this month, you can still do the team-ups, and people are still going to want to play to see what the team-ups are like.
Have changed compared to Season 0.
I was
and
really
by
hoping for a
popular
chart.
demand, we are adding the
The popular demand? I didn't know people were actually demanding this. I thought it was a joke.
Gemnado team-up ability.
Wait, are they getting rid of... Did they get rid of the Johnny...
Compared to Season 0.
No, they didn't get rid of the... So they didn't get rid of the Johnny Storm one. Can we make a fiery Jeff Nato? Because they didn't get rid of that one, as far as I'm aware. You can still do that. That wasn't in the update. So can we get a fiery Jeff Nato? That would be cool. Or is it going to be like 1-on-1?
By popular demand,
I have to
we are adding the Gemnado team-up ability. We love hearing your
I also
ideas.
just noticed it just
Have
destroyed
changed
fucking
compared to Season 0. And by popular demand, we are adding the Gemnado team-up ability. We love hearing your ideas.
Oh, no, he ate.
And community feedback is a huge part of how we shape the game. So
now I will say that a lot of people I've noticed, and I'm not saying that they shouldn't listen to the fans, because obviously that's part of the reason why the game is still as popular as it is. But there has been, I've seen internet discussions about the fact that maybe they might listen to the fans too much and too often. For example, the not resetting the rank halfway through the season, which had Grandmaster overinflated last season. That was last season. But that was like a huge deal because all the fans were like, no, don't reset my rank. And then they didn't. And then everyone was in Grandmaster. And then everyone was like, oh, rank sucks. So maybe don't always listen to the fans. I mean, stuff like that, you know, the Jeff Nato, that's cool. Obviously, we want that. But other stuff, maybe not so much.
keep those suggestions coming.
Alright, what else have we got? Experimental mode. Ooh, new mode.
On
Please
June
be
6th,
Okay.
we're launching an exciting new limited time experimental
Ultron's Battle
mode,
Matrix.
Ultron's Battle Matrix Protocol. In this mode, 6 players can choose their own hero lineups, craft unique builds, and enhance their heroes' traits. Then, engage in battle against other players for the chance to claim victory. This mode is an experiment of how we can fulfill everyone's fantasies of Marvel superheroes teaming up.
What the hell?
Players can take control of a wider array of heroes and
Is it like
amplify
a
their
chess
states
mode?
and abilities. Take a break from the high-octane cooperative team battles to enjoy streamlined,
Is this a
strategic,
chess mode?
numerical-based
That's okay.
solo
Maybe I'm a
tactical
dork for
play,
that. That's kind of
traits
fun.
and abilities.
That's kind of fun. Can you do it with other people? Because it definitely does seem like, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of don't like Ultron's character model here. He's kind of ugly. I don't like it. I don't like how big his arms are compared to everything else. Anyway, sorry. Like his arms are so fat at the forearms, and then his legs are so skinny. Anyways,
can choose their own
6 players can choose
hero
their own
lineups,
hero lineup.
craft unique builds, and enhance their heroes' traits. Then, engage in battle against other players
Yeah, this is
for the
definitely
chance
a
to
chess
claim
mode.
victory. This mode is an experiment of how we can fulfill everyone's fantasies of Marvel superheroes teaming up Players can take control of a wider array of heroes.
This is kind of
and
fun. I'm
amplify
not
their
gonna lie.
states and
That looks. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I don't. I don't know if the fans of Rivals would enjoy this sort of mode, but I definitely would. I think it could be like a fun, kind of like he says here. You get to take a break from the stress of quick play and comp. And even do match, like, which do match is a little silly, but like you can just kind of goof around. But there's also still very much like a game here. You know what I mean? Like do match, like if you go into practice mode, yeah, it's fun. There's no stakes, but you're kind of just running around shooting, which is the point of practice mode. I'm not hating on that. I'm just going with in this, you still getting an actual game, right? You're still getting something to do, along with it kind of being less stressful than like, oh, I gotta heal, oh, I gotta push, oh, I gotta kill somebody. You know what I mean? You can just kind of make your characters do whatever and then push them out. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like this could legitimately be fun for employed people. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like this is a mode for employed people, right? But I think it'll be fun. I think this looks cool. I would love a chess mode. That's cool. I remember growing up, there was a Mortal Kombat game, and the Mortal Kombat, it was a chess mode for Mortal Kombat, but when you like went to take over a piece, you went into like the Mortal Kombat fighting. It was legit like a chess thing, and you had like your kings and knights or whatever. But when you went to take over whatever character it was, you had to fight with that character in order to actually win, or take over that piece. So I don't know. I've always thought, I don't know why that memory sticks in my head. I just thought it was a cool mode. I think this will be fun. I'm genuinely excited for this actually.
Take a break from the high.
I'm also looking at Ultron's abilities here. So he has a dash like Johnny. He can dash in. Infinite ammo, which is always meh. And then obviously he can heal.
10 cooperative team battles to enjoy streamlined, strategic, numerical-based solo tactical play.
Yeah, solo tactical.
As the battles unfold, you will see Venom grow into a colossal force after devouring enemies. Witness Hela's extreme fire rate and spitting projectiles as she cuts down foes. Experience the increased strikes of Psylocke's ultimate.
This is gonna be so fucking
And behold,
great and
Namo
dumb.
commanding a
This
true
looks
army
oh
of
my
deep
god.
sea creatures.
400 fucking
Strategists
squids.
will also unleash
I will lose
ultimate
my-
abilities that not only heal their allies, but also deal tons of damage to their enemies.
Dude, this could
We've also
legitimately
taken
be
note
fun.
of your feedback
What feedback?
regarding the previous giant-sized Brain Blast leaderboards.
Okay, the leaderboard.
Consequently, this mode will not feature similar designs,
Okay.
allowing players to fully enjoy the experience based on their preferences.
Okay, that's fair. Cause yeah, a big thing about the big head mode was like it was fun. You get the reward, but also having a reward made certain characters way more popular. But making it it was a big thing just because it felt so. I mean, it felt time consuming, but also giving everyone a goal made the mode less fun because you had a goal in mind and you only got the reward if you were on the leadership board, right? Which sucked because it's like, well, I still want to play the game and I want to get a reward, but I don't have time to play 400 rounds of the, arcade mode. So I kind of like that it's just going to be a fun, silly mode that they can eventually, if they wanted to add stuff to it, they can. You know what I mean? Like, that's the best part about this game. They can add stuff later if they want it. Oh, emojis! Good, because whenever I type an emoji, it comes up question mark, question mark.
With the launch of Season 2.5, we are introducing a new feature that showcases hero proficiency avatars on the map.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, I get it. So the Lord icon gets on the thing. That's cool.
Hero select wheel.
That's cool.
Additionally, we are rolling out 2 fresh personalization systems, mood and emojis.
Oh, it's gonna be so cute.
We will continue to optimize the player experience with each version update.
I like that, yeah.
Starting from
That's
Season
fantastic.
3, the seasons of Marvel Rivals will be shortened to
Yep, which I know they talked about that last time. So 2 months, 1 month. They're gonna add a hero every month. Every month they're gonna add a hero. But yeah, originally it was 3 months because season 1 and I think season 0 too. They were 3 months. Well, not 3 months. They were 2.5 months because it was 8 weeks or something like that. It was 13 weeks. 13 weeks. That's what it was. It was 13 weeks, which was very long. And then once they realized, hey, this game is actually going to be really popular and we're not just going to be wasting money on it, they just decided to shove whoever they can. I also, real quick, because I'm sure they'll talk about it soon, but I've seen a lot of people complain about, like, the heroes on the account that people have been like, oh, we're getting, like, we got Luna Snow and Jeff the Shark, and we're getting Ultron, and we got, before we get characters like, Cyclops or Gambit, and like people have gone into the game files and seen in their characters like Hitmonkey, and I think Armor was in there, and a bunch of characters that aren't necessarily popular characters. But a lot of people are like, oh, why are we not adding the popular characters? Why aren't we adding Cyclops? Why aren't we adding Daredevil? Why aren't we adding Ghost Rider? And it's like, yes, as much as it would be fantastic for them to just spam us with the characters we know, the problem is you will hit a wall in the future, and they're thinking about this. They're giving us the lame characters now because the argument would be reversed if they released all the cool characters now. If in a year we had all the cool characters, we had Daredevil and Ghost Rider and Kingpin and whoever else, and then they started adding characters like Hitmonkey, everyone's like, oh, Marvel Rivals, they've sold, they're done, they fell off, they don't have any characters anymore. Instead, they're giving us random shitty characters now that nobody knows. That way, in 2 years, they can add Daredevil, and everyone's like, oh, they added Daredevil, you know what I mean? But anyways, let's continue.
2 months each, and we are diligently preparing for the new pace. Our vision has always been to provide fun and engaging superhero experiences for all Marvel Rivals fans, and the new heroes we're cooking up are definitely worth the wait.
Thank you.
We'll gradually unveil a series of adjustments.
Also, for the record, their pick of heroes has been really good. There hasn't been a single character that they added where I was like, that character sucks. Like, every character works. The initial roster for, like, Season 0 worked. Not only did it work very well, but all their new characters, they added the Fantastic Four, worked. They added Emma and Ultron. I don't know about Ultron, but the Fantastic Four and Emma worked. I didn't think I was going to like Emma. She's my number 1 played character for Season 2.22. We're not at 2.1, we're at 2. Like, she's my number 1 played character for this season. So, whatever they're doing is working, and I hope that they don't listen to too many people and try to push out characters that simply either aren't ready or, just aren't necessary. You know what I mean? Like, yes, it would be cool to have Daredevil and Ghost Rider and Cyclops, but let's wait a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, I've even mentioned there's still characters I haven't played. I haven't played as Punisher, Groot, Namor. I played as Iron Fist earlier for like half a second because I was Loki. But regardless, I trust their character judgment. They've been really good, and they've been unleashing heroes and villains at not only a good rate, but also their kits work, except for, like, Adam Warlock and Black Widow. You know what I mean? But, yeah, overall, I don't want them to rush, basically.
Adjustments and updates for Season 3, so stay tuned. In June,
Stage 1 schedule.
our Ignite tournament series will kick off the first stage of competition. We hope everyone enjoys the excitement these matches bring. Now,
I don't play
let's turn it over to Zhiyong, who will share insights on the adjustments to team up abilities and balance changes for Season 2.5.
Hey Rivals, Zhiyong here to give you the details on our Season 2.5 update. It's packed with dynamic team-up ability changes and overall balance tweaks that are sure to ignite your battles. In Season 2.0, we debuted adjustments for team-up abilities, injecting fresh energy into our game environment. With Season 2.5, we are going even further, with not only team-up ability changes, but also the arrival of our new hero Ultron and the key numerical balance updates, all set to deliver a whole new level of combat excitement.
New team-ups, here we go.
Venom takes center stage as the team-up anchor, sharing part of his symbiote with Jeff.
It didn't let me pause. I saw somebody point out, I'm gonna actually rewind it for by 10 seconds. Because I was trying to pause it and it wouldn't work. They got, now I don't know if this is permanent or if it's just for the team up purposes. Jeff only has 3 healing bubbles now. Now again, it could be that if you get rid of the team up, you get the 6 bubbles back, or they nerf Jeff. I don't know. We're gonna read the patch notes in a second after this video, but interesting observation.
Venom takes center stage as the team-up anchor, sharing part of his symbiote with Jeff.
That's so
This
cute.
lets Jeff wield symbiote tendrils to link with allies and heal them in the heat of
really
battle.
like that.
As the team-up anchor, the Punisher has retooled Black Widow's Red Room rifle with a brand new firing mode. Now, while aiming down sights, she can unleash a piercing pulse beam that cuts right through enemies.
Okay, that's gonna be bannable. Because really good Black Widow players are already really good. You give her fucking, not aimbot, but I guess just, what would it be, burst damage?
Snow powers up these team-ups as the anchor by crafting a special...
So hold on, I actually wanted to see something real quick. So So this is something completely different. Yeah, so they did get rid of Jeff's bubbles because this has nothing to do with the team up. This is the team up. I don't know what this is, so we'll
sharing part of his symbiote with Jeff.
So Jeff only has 3 bubbles now, which is gonna fucking suck as a healer on the account that, first of all, especially as Jeff, no one touches your fucking bubbles. There will be bubbles all around. And fucking Iron Fist and Scarlet Witch are just spamming need heals. And it's like, touch my fucking bubbles, bro. But also, I don't know what those do, so we'll find out.
Tendrils to link team-up anchor mode. Now, while aiming down sights, she can unleash a piercing pulse beam that cuts right through enemies.
Sorry, I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to make sure that everything in the stream was going okay. I haven't actually looked at the stream. We've only been talking for a little bit, but okay. Well, obviously I can't tell if the desktop audio is working, but my mic is working, and that's all that matters. So, hold on. I'm gonna double check this. Just because it's one too many times in which I've been live and then nothing happens. I'm gonna backspace that. Press.
She can unleash a piercing pulse beam that cuts right through enemies.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Luna Snow powers up these team-ups as the anchor.
So yeah, so Punisher doesn't get a team up anymore. Black Widow gets a team up with Punisher. Rocket gets the one with Penny. Nothing for... They switched it all around. Okay, wow.
By crafting a specialized ice arrow for Hawkeye.
Arrow.
This arrow penetrates through terrain cover, and the farther the target, the more damage it packs.
No, I'm not... They just...
Through terrain cover, and the farther the target, the more damage it packs.
Oh no! That's horrible. Oh man, that's gonna. I wonder what is. There's got to be a limit to it, obviously, but damn. Okay.
Even stunning foes beyond a certain distance. Rocket steps up as the team-up anchor by engineering an enhanced bionic spider nest for Penny, one that can coexist with her original while also dropping armor packs. Meanwhile, Penny ramps up Rocket's battle reverse beacon so that it now
Oh no! That's gonna be so broken! Oh, that's somehow really, really good, but also really bad because I know no one's gonna shoot at those fucking things. Because no one shoots at those things now. Oh no! Why do they keep buffing Penny like this, bro? Oh my god.
spawns
Oh
cyber
my
webs,
God.
spider germs, and arachno mice. However, the enhanced beacon and the original can be active at the same
Okay. Okay, fair enough, fair enough.
time.
They can't be active at the same time. That's fair. Okay. I think that's fair. Still a little broken, but that's kind of fair.
When Iron Man leads the charge as the team-up anchor alongside Ultron,
Okay.
things get seriously high-tech. Ultron taps into
Okay. Oh, wait. This is the first look that I'm getting at Ultron's ability. So he has an E. This looks like some sort of speed. These are the actual abilities, not like before. I guess that one's just for that mode. He's currently using C. I guess this is the team-up ability. Some sort of shield, some sort of dash, and I don't know what that is.
Ultron, things get seriously
Okay.
high-tech. Ultron taps into part of Iron Man's armor might, gaining the power to fire potent unibeam lasers that pierce everything in their path,
Okay.
damaging enemies while healing
That's
teammates.
not bad. That's a good
Storm,
team-up, I think.
the team
I mean, that's the same thing that Invisible Woman does, basically. Except Invisible Woman, you know, it's not a streamline. It's like a bullet more so. You know, it's the boomerang. But yeah, then obviously this one,
up
the Jeff
anchor,
NATO.
and Jeff can combine their might when both of their ultimates are ready, unleashing the fearsome Jeff NATO. Storm directs the soaring Jeff NATO, dealing sustained damage over time before ultimately devouring enemies.
Oh, it looks so silly. Okay, maybe those are here. I still want to know, the Johnny team up still exists. Can I do all three? Because that would be so cool.
The following 4 team-ups
I mean,
are
it would be completely useless for the record. Like, obviously, Johnny and Storm and Jeff using their ultimates at the exact same time on the same team. They'd basically be a waste of 3 ults unless they happen to all be together. It'd be dumb, right? But it'd be cool.
being completely removed,
Okay.
sharing
Yep, so-
charisma, allied agents, ammo overload,
Yep.
and symbol
So pretty much everyone on this screen right now, they're just moving around, right? Jeff went here, Penny went here, Punisher went here, Hawkeye went here. That's literally it, right? Everyone went 1 over. That's literally all that happened. Everyone went 1 over, except when Jeff got here, he ate Spider-Man because Spider-Man only has his team up with Squirrel Girl because Spider-Man's the... Yeah, literally. Everyone just went 1 to the left.
bond. Additionally, Iron Man will be removed from the Gamma
Okay, so okay, that's good. On the account that Iron Man fucking sucks.
Charge team up.
Okay, that's fair. That's good. I like that. Iron Man was extremely powerful after that season 1.5 update. And so just giving him that Gamma team up really, really hurt. So I think that that's actually genuinely fair, especially if you're making him the anchor for Ultrons.
In Season 2.0, with heroes like Captain America, Iron Fist, Human Torch, and the arrival of Emma Frost,
Don't you
our
fucking
battlefield distance shrank.
Okay.
This meant that squad positioning often got tangled, with agile heroes dashing past enemy vanguards to strike at backline targets, and backline heroes forced into dangerous engagements. This all resulted in a heightened emphasis on team coordination, laser-focused targeting, protective strategies, and precise positioning to back the wing. High mobility lineups, think Venom Spider-Man and Captain America Iron Fist,
Yeah.
were wreaking havoc on the field
I
in
don't
Season
disagree with this at all. This is
2.0.
fair.
On the flip side, teams using Groot Sports in tandem with Winter Soldier, Namor, Mr. Fantastic,
Okay. maybe higher elos do something that I haven't seen before, but Groot's walls are the absolute fucking worst for all four of the. I don't even play as Namor. Groot's walls are the fucking worst. I'm not working in. I've never worked in tandem with a Groot. I will ban Groot. Because he gets it, especially as Bucky, I try to fucking grab somebody. I gotta fucking. Groot puts up his wall, I miss. I try to hit somebody, a fucking wall, miss. Mr. Fantastic, who's my second most played character. I try to grab somebody, fucking wall, back shot right into the fucking wall. The Thing, I go to punch, and I can't because there's a fucking wall in my way. I imagine Namor is also similar because I fucking big ass squid fucking shoots me. Okay, anyways.
And the Thing could effectively corner these swift adversaries.
Maybe I'm just bad.
Meanwhile, the triple strategies better with their stellar sustain and protection also work well against dive and high mobility threats. All of these reflect the rock, paper, scissors dynamic between different lineups.
Yeah.
And let's not forget the powerhouse team-up abilities like Emma Frost, Magneto, Psylocke.
As somebody who mained Magneto for all of Season 0, the Emma team-up fucking sucks. The Emma team-up is fucking dog shit, especially when compared to my giant laser sword that I got with Scarlet Witch. Please, in future seasons, bring back my giant laser sword, because that was so much better. One, it lasted a lot longer. But two, I just felt like it doesn't do anything. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just bad. I felt like it doesn't do anything. That's it. That's all. It doesn't do anything. I don't get more hits or kills or anything. It's nice, I guess, if I'm like need to evade because I'm getting jumped and like I split up. And they go for the wrong one. But also, that's a 50-50 shot because somebody goes to attack me, I split up. There's a 50-50 chance that they go after the real me. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I felt like I felt like it's not a very good team up. Personally, I definitely prefer my giant laser sword, especially considering Magneto. Maybe Psylocke likes it. I think maybe Psylocke probably works pretty well with that team up since Psylocke is a dive character, so being able to split off and dual attack and all that probably works out. But as for Magneto, it doesn't because he's too big and slow for it to be effective, and his attacks Magneto doesn't have enough attacks to do anything proper with it, right? Psylocke, she's got her dash, she's got her she got her shurikens, and then she's got her regular like burst shot. Magneto has pew pew, right? And then the rest of it is completely like everything in Magneto's kit is defensive, and I don't disagree. I think he has a great kit. He has a horrible kit for that team up because the team up is designed for either getting away, right? For being able to distract your enemy by one of us goes here, one of us goes here. Which one are you gonna get? Which works for Psylocke because she can move really fast and far. Or you can do a dual attack, which is great again for Psylocke because Psylocke can fucking. But with Magneto's not killing people unless he's very up close, which at that point the team up is just again pointless. I don't know. Again, this is just me rambling. That's just how I feel about it. I definitely prefer the giant sword because in the beginning of the match I can whip out my sword and I can just start slicing, and before I get close, because Magneto's a better character fighting up close, I can already do 50% damage to the majority of the players because the sword had such a long range that as I'm very, very slowly, because Magneto is horrible with mobility, as I'm very slowly moving up to the enemy team, I can slice them and still attack successfully. You know what I mean? Again, that's just me.
Hulk, Iron Man, Namor, Doctor Strange, Scary.
That one fucking sucks, by the way. I hate that. They fucking need to nerf the hell out of that because Scarlet Witch she doesn't just deplete squishies. She depletes everyone. I mean, tanks are getting completely destroyed with Scarlet Witch's fucking team up. That one's stupid.
Witch, plus the Fantastic Four,
Fantastic
all
Four
proving to be titans on the field.
They should never get rid of the Fantastic Four team up because it wouldn't make any sense. Realistically.
We also recognize that traditional frontline push tactics saw their competitiveness decline in Season 2.0, while high mobility lineups resulted in faster, more intense, and sometimes exhausting matches. Therefore, in Season 2.5, we are adjusting some of the overbearing heroes,
like Iron Fist?
And with the arrival of the flying strategist Ultron, new team compositions and strategies will emerge.
Like
for Vanguard heroes, we are nerfing Groot.
Oh well, no, Groot's okay.
While giving Doctor Strange.
Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm sorry. I saw Nerf and Magneto in the same sentence. I saw Nerf and Doctor Strange and Magneto in the same sentence. Immediately PTSD from the past 14 Doctor Strange nerfs. Fair enough to nerf Groot. I think that's decent, depending on what the nerf is. Doctor Strange, I know a lot of people have definitely complained about that. I still find Doctor Strange to be pretty difficult to fight against. Magneto just needs more mobility. Magneto is so slow. It's so hard to do anything with him.
Strange and Magneto are multi-buff. We've also observed that Captain America's enduring survivability and Emma Frost Diamond.
No! 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 Why? She just got here, bro! Fuck! Oh, whatever. Captain America, yes. Emma, no. Her thing doesn't even last that long, bro. Her thing lasts like, what, 8 whole seconds? And then it takes 15 more seconds for it to... And then on top of that, not even that, it takes her diamond form, it lasts for 8 to 7 seconds. It lasts the length of a vine. And then, on top of that, she has 2 cooldowns on top of that. So, once you use both of those cooldowns, you have to be speedy in order to do anything else because the kick takes 2 seconds to recharge, and the grab, I think, takes 5. So, if she has an 8-second thing, you have to immediately grab in order to maybe get a second grab. And then you'll get, what? 4 whole kicks at most if you're fast enough, right? And then again, you gotta wait 15 seconds before you do any of that again. So I don't agree with nerfing Emma even a little bit, honestly.
Form have been a bit too dominant.
Captain America, yes. Captain America takes forever to fucking kill. Emma absolutely
expect some balance adjustment there too. For duelists, we will be nerfing Iron Fist.
Oh! Iron Fist nerf! Finally! The first Iron Fist nerf since fucking... I looked at the screen. Oh, why? Why? Why would you do that? Why? Out of all the characters to buff, you picked 3 of the best, most powerful characters in the fucking game. Oh my god. Oh, this is why Squirrel Girl stays on my ban list. Oh. Oh, fuck. Okay. Iron Fist nerf good. Everything else less good.
Providing modest buff to the Punisher, Squirrel Girl, and Storm, opening up a whole new realm of the tactical.
Is there really a new round? I feel like it's the same thing. So okay, the issue with Squirrel Girl is that her nuts bounce and explode. Meaning, all she has to do is stay in one singular spot and shoot. That's it. She doesn't have to aim. She doesn't have to do anything. She just stays there. At least with, like, Punisher and Storm, I kind of get it because you have to aim, right? You have to aim. But you don't need to aim with Squirrel Girl in the slightest.
For strategists, after enhancing some heroes mid-season in Season 2.0, We are now giving Luna Snow an increase to her ultimate ability energy requirements.
Okay.
In exchange for a mid boost in her standard abilities to keep the overall.
Okay, that's fair. People do complain the fact that Luna's ult lasts too long. I don't know if, making it harder for her to get necessarily changes that. Especially considering that with Cloak and Dagger, they were like, yeah, Cloak and Dagger gets it too long, so we're going to make it harder for Cloak and Dagger to get theirs. And Cloak and Dagger still gets their ult within like 45 seconds. So with that in mind, I don't know how much we will feel a Luna, the same thing with Luna. It's harder for Luna to, because Luna doesn't have auto aim, right? Cloak and Dagger have auto aim. Luna doesn't. So it might actually work out because Luna is more difficult to heal. To be, what would the word be? To be, useful. I was trying to think of a better word than useful. It'll come to me later. But yeah, if we're increasing the rest of her abilities, I think that's fair.
All pace in check in Season 2.5. Jeff the Land Shark will also receive a partial adjustment for a fresh experience. Lastly, we are dialing back the powerful.
I assume the adjustment is going to be his new ability, right? The 3, right? Because they didn't say nerf or buff; they just said adjustment. So I imagine they're talking about the new ability they're giving him.
Some of the most dominant team-up abilities, such as the fantastic.
No! What did I just say, bro? Okay.
Hawk Nemo
That's
pairing and the Emma Frost.
Again, it doesn't do anything. I don't know why they would do that. The Fantastic Four will make no sense. Personally.
Magneto Psylocke team up. These refinements combined with our new.
I don't disagree with the Namor Hulk one, but the Fantastic Four will make
dynamic
sense.
team up ability changes will completely transform the battlefield experience. And that's not all. The details above are just a taste of what's coming. For more in-depth balance updates, keep an eye out for our forthcoming update announcements. Stay tuned, as we will also be releasing the Season 2.0 hero pick rates and win rates very soon. Until next time, keep fighting, keep strategizing, and as always, ignite the battle.
That's actually a really good picture. All right, with that in mind, we'll go here to. We'll look at the. Okay, so I already have the balance adjustments right here, but I want to look at Ultron's trailer because I haven't seen Ultron's trailer yet. So that's wait. I want to get big. Oh, I got small. No. Okay, there we go. All right, here we go. Ultron's trailer. Here we go. Actually, before I do, let me make sure that the sound works. You guys don't understand. I'm very paranoid about this. Get back. Okay, cool. All right, play. Ew, it's all blurry. Hold on. Can we make it as nice as we can? There we go. Much better. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's beautiful. Was I watching that whole last video in like 480p? It didn't even occur to me. Okay, he doesn't. Okay, I didn't like the way he looked in that other image. I think it might just be the gun thing. I like this. I'm very loud right now. Hold on, sorry. There's a slight echo because I'm listening to myself. Okay, there we go. Sorry. This looks very good. Actually, this is very, very good. The way the guns were on his hands, I didn't like. But this as a design is very good. Okay. Definitely. Okay, so he's got some shooting. Okay, he's got a little dash right there. We saw him use his little dash. Scoring. Okay, he's got a little dash. Okay. Oh, his dash goes backwards. That's pretty cool. I'm looking at. Is that a fly? Is he flying? No. I'm trying to see because it hasn't gone on a cooldown yet. I don't know if there's a reason for that or whatnot, but there's no cooldown here, so I'm curious on what exactly this is. Is he he maybe like Iron Man, where he's flying all the time, but he's only higher when you press the button. So maybe it's like you have to hold it to make him be high. I also noticed he got his shield when he did that. He gets a shield when he dashes out of the way. Oh, he does. Okay, he does have ammo. So he has 6 lasers. I'm trying to look. What's his ammo like? Sorry.
Ultron begins. Termination.
Okay, so it's like a 3. It's like a 3 burst. It sounds like a 3 or 4 burst, kind of shoot. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's like a 3 or 4 burst. And does he? Oh wait, what was that? Okay, so that's his. Okay, so there is a cooldown, whatever that is. So real quick, I wanted to see, does he heal when he shoots his? Or no, that was his E, I think. Whatever that was his E. It looked like. Oh no! I'm looking at it. So yeah, he uses. Oh, that okay. This is his E. Wait, he used both. Okay, so I'm familiar with this because I remember seeing some leaks about it. So he sends a little drone to his allies that are healing him.
You would have failed without me.
Okay, that's C. I actually don't know what that is. Yeah, so he's got his little drones there. He's got a sword. That's cool. Oh, that's so cool. That is actually really cool.
Targets eliminated.
Okay. The one thing that I will say, and this is just because I'm not a big like Avengers or Ant-Man character. They obviously gave him the very comic book personality, the very robotic personality. And obviously, again, the creators of this game are very much comic book fans and all of that. With that in mind, I really kind of was hoping they would give Ultron his MCU personality. Just because his MCU personality is so good. It's so good and it's so funny. And again, I get it. They wanted to make it more comic book, not MCU, and I'm not taking away from that or anything. But my God, wouldn't it have been funny for them to get the MCU version? Okay, anyways, with that in mind, so we've seen everything. So now these are the official balance. This is the official updates. Came out today. You can see my little calendar right there. This is from today. Greetings, rivals. With great power, there must also come great responsibility. Sometimes a little bit of nerfing. Yeah, it does. Okay, here we go. Adjustments. Let's read these adjustments and figure it out. Okay. Adjustments Vanguard. Here we go. So, Captain America is taking a slight hit to his survivability and ultimate frequency. They're nerfing his health again. His health in season 1 was like close to 700, I think, or something like that. Increase the delay of his shield. Oh, after unleashing Living Legend. Okay, which I think Living Legend is his ultimate, I'm pretty sure. No, that's his ultimate. Freedom Charge. Which one's Living Legend? Is that the shield? If that's the case, that sucks. Because Captain America, I feel like already the concept that Captain America needs a cooldown to raise his shield in and of itself is stupid. And so I don't think that that's a good nerf. Just the fact that it's going to take him nearly 5 seconds to lift up his shield. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe again, I know that they're trying to hit his survivability because Captain America is a bitch to hit. But still, and I do like them. They increased his ultimate ability by a lot, which is pretty good. As for Doctor Strange, we're getting a boost. Adjust the damage. Okay, so they're adjusting the damage. So at 10 meters, hold on. Starting from 10 meters, reducing 62%. At 20 meters to starting at 10 and reducing 80% at 20 meters. Okay. Okay, so the fall off damage doesn't occur until we hit 10 meters, and then after that, it reduces by a lot. I think that's fair. I truly think that's fair. Range damage. Remove the range damage fall off from Maelstrom of Man. Okay. Trying to think of what that means. So this one's the burst that he does. Remove the range damage fall off. I don't know what that means personally. Her range is increasing. Okay, but her defense is taking a hit. Okay, 18 meters. Oh no, not the shield. Oh man. 5 seconds to 6 seconds. Wait. Okay. Decrease the hit. What? Decrease the extra damage. What? Okay. They're not horrible hits. They're not the worst hits. But this one does kind of suck because I like being able to kill squishies with my thighs. These aren't the worst nerfs that I've seen. These are pretty decent nerfs. I think the most egregious is obviously a whole 100 shield value difference is a lot. But overall, I think I can take this because of this. You know what I mean? The range on Emma's telepathic beam is so short, it does kind of suck. As for Groot, decrease the damage. Okay, fair enough, and increase his Iron Wall cooldown. Okay, I like this. These are good. These are good. Thor, will increase the charging. Okay, charging. That's pretty good. Excuse me. Increase the charging speed of his ring from 4 per second to 3 per second. That's fair. That's fair. Not the biggest, but a little faster. Okay. Adjust Thor's hammer effect to a standard ability. Remove the Thor Force Pulse and Universal cooldown. I'm sorry, hold on. Adjust the hammer throw ability to a standard ability. So it no longer takes a Thor Force lightning bolt to throw your hammer. You can just throw it. Okay. And the universal cooldown. Adjust the ability cooldown to 6 seconds. Thor gains 1 Thor Force for each hammer. Okay. And the return damage from 30 to... Damn! From 70 to 45! Holy shit! Mjolnir does nothing. Mjolnir's a pussy. Please don't kill me, Thor. I can only take 10 damage, so 45 would definitely kill me. But okay, so now the cooldown for Thor's hammer is going to be 6 seconds. It's just a regular ability now. It has nothing to do with the fucking the Thor Force at all. Decrease the shield value when consuming Thor Force. Adjust the bonus health consumed. Okay, this is fair. This is fine. This is a fair one. But this is going to change Thor completely. I'm surprised not a lot of people are talking about this. I guess maybe not a lot of people main Thor. But I don't know why I have my headphones on, by the way. I don't There's nothing I'm listening to. Actually, yeah, that reminds me. There's nothing you guys are listening to either. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna. We can turn the background music back on a wee bit. There we go. I should probably check and make sure that that's not too loud for you guys. Hold on. That might be a little too loud, actually. Sorry if it is, but I'm gonna check that. Hold on. All right, we'll do that. Okay, that's good. Anyways, I'm a loud person anyway, and my microphone's right here, and my microphone volume's all the way up. Back to this. So this is gonna change Thor completely as a character, right? Like completely, like that. It's a half rework of his kit. So I think that I'm surprised that I haven't seen a lot of people talk about this. Truly, that's the biggest change for the Vanguards. Overall, the Vanguards don't have that big hits, I think. The Vanguards are going to kind of stay relatively the same. I think the biggest things we'll see, Captain America is going to die more because he's going to have a shield less. Doctor Strange is going to start killing a lot more. Especially considering Doctor Strange is a close-up attacker anyways. So I think that, changing this is going to be a lot different. And then, yeah, this, as much as I'm complaining about this, I don't think it'll be too much. Usually my shield is left with about 120. But yeah, so this is crazy. This is insane, I think. Now, with that in mind, we're moving on to the Duelist, Hawkeye. Obviously, we already talked about the magical icy arrow, but also... Why? Why would we increase... Why? 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 Reduce the projectile damage of the blast blow. From 15 to 16. Increases. Reduce the projectile damage from 15 to 16. Do I not know how Hawkeye works, or do I not know how numbers work? Reduce from 15 to 16. What does that mean? Reduce the projectile damage of the blast. That doesn't, right? That's got to be like some sort of typo, right? That I'm very confused right now. Reduce the projectile damage from 15 to 16. Huh? Maybe either they got the numbers wrong, or they got this word wrong, or I don't know how numbers work. But with that in mind, increase the maximum focus from 70 to 75. That, yes, I agree with that. Increase the charging speed. They increased it a little bit. Oh, yeah. I mean, a little bit, but overall, Hawkeye's still crazy stupid. I'm surprised. Hawkeye has not gotten a big nerf since Season 0. Hawkeye has never gotten a nerf. I remember when we first announced the nerf battles, it was a big joke that everyone was going to talk about. There were going to be legends about Season 0 Hawkeye and Season 0 Iron Fist. And Iron Fist and Hawkeye are still absolutely dominating. Same thing with Hela. Hela's definitely gotten less popular, and I think that's just because you actually have to aim with Hela comparative to, like, literally any other character. You don't have to... Hela you have to aim with. Hawkeye, as somebody who's played Hawkeye, you don't have to aim. Hela you have to aim with, though. But we're increasing the charge capacity of the Night Sword Thorn. Increase the Night Charge. Increase the charge capacity. What does that mean? Well, I forget. The charge capacity? Can you charge her attacks? I have no idea. I genuinely don't know. I could not tell you. Moving on to the Human Torch. Looks like you're getting a little less heat. Decrease the shield value gained from Flaming Meteor to 75 to 50. That's good. Increase the cooldown from 15 to 25. That's nice. Increase the speed. Okay. Increase the charge speed from 2 to 3. Reduce the damage of the fire cluster from 7 to 6. Okay, Johnny's getting pretty decent nerfs then. Johnny is definitely a problem if you're going up against somebody who's really good at him. So these are pretty decent. These are decent nerfs. They're not horrible to the point where they're going to change everything. I think this is probably going to be the worst for the Johnny fans. 25, a 25 shield decrease definitely hurts, especially if they're increasing it by 5 seconds too. I think that's going to hurt a lot. These, not so much. This is going to be a crazy nerf for them. Iron Fist, we're going to lower the dragon's defense block damage conversion rate from 1.5 to 1.3. Decrease the maximum bonus health converted. Okay, little by little. I would like a lot more, but whatever. The dash distance in the Z-axis direction when there is no target. So he's still going to go fast and far, but if there's no target Z is sideways, right? Yeah. Y, X, Z. Yeah, Y, X, Z. So Z is forward, so forward. So if he's going, okay, yeah. So if he's going forward, and he doesn't have an actual target lock, the direction. It doesn't say how large the direction decrease will be. Reduce the dragon defense cooldown from 1.5 to 1. Well, that sucks. Again, I'm not seeing big Iron Fist hits here, honestly. I maybe, again, I don't play as Iron Fist, so maybe Iron Fist fans hate this and they're crying about it. I don't play enough Iron Fist. Based on what I'm looking at, I'm not seeing a whole lot that's going to change. Now, as for Iron Man, they removed the team up, which we knew about that. They're going to decrease the projectile damage from 50 to 45, fantastic, and decrease the spell field from 60 to 55. Nice, very good. Reduce the bonus health from 150. I'll take that. Oh, I'm gonna have fun killing Iron Man. Okay, nope, that works. I'll take that. That's a good nerf right there. That's really good. As for Namor, his ultimate is bigger. Increase the cooldown from 15 to... Okay, so we might see less squids. That's good. Expand the ultimate ability from 3.5 to 3. The outer circle radius from 8. Oh, my God. Decrease the outer circle damage from... Okay, fair. I can take that, I think. Adjust the... Monster Swarm fall-off damage, starting at 20, reducing 30% at 40 meters, to starting at 20 meters, reducing half the damage at 40 meters. Yeah, okay, that's fair. I'll take that. Still, 40 meters is a lot, though. 40 meters is a long time. Starting at 20, that's a long time, man. That's a really long distance. I wish these numbers were smaller. I wish that this was like 10 and then this was like 20, because my God, his fucking stupid fucking squids have the longest range in the game. As for Psylocke, we're gonna decrease the retrieval damage from 14 to 12. Decrease the invisibility. Ooh, that's not great, honestly. That's pretty... Psylocke got a pretty decent hit. Psylocke's not that big of an issue, in my opinion. So that's a pretty powerful hit. Optimize. User experience of the blockade... What do you mean by that? What do you mean optimize user experience? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that, Rivals devs? I don't know what that means. What are we talking about here? This is already fucking stupid. This is already fucking so stupid. So what does this mean? What are we optimizing here? She's already optimized. She's the most optimized in the game. Like, you can just sit there and hold this. You freaking... MVP, like, what are we talking about here? Okay. His ultimate frequency is reduced, but his power. Why? We didn't need that. His ultimate ability is very good. It's probably the best ultimate ability. It's quite literally auto aim. You just look in the general direction and you murder everyone. Why do we need to increase that? I don't know. Extend the maximum target range from 30 to 40, I guess. The fall off damage reducing at 60 at 40 to reducing at 75. Yeah, I mean that's pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie, that's nice, but still, nah. Increase the damage of Storm? Jeez, dude. She's already, isn't she? I don't know if she's still the #1 character, but I know she was the #1 character in season 1.5 or 1. The Punisher, we're going to reduce the movement of his ultimate ability. Okay, from 20 to 10% when not firing, and from 40% to 30%. Okay, so he's just going to move a lot slower for his ultimate. That's pretty nice. Increase the magazine from 30 to 40 and single hit damage from 18 to 19. Okay, so I think this is the shotgun. That's fair. That's I guess. I mean, it is a his shotgun's stupid though. I don't know if this is a shotgun. No, it's not, because it says from 30 to 40. So it's probably not. So yeah, no, he's going to hit you at 40 rounds per second for 19 for whatever reason. Yeah, this is good. This is bad. I lied. I take back what I said. Now, moving on to the strategist. I actually want to look real quick. Look up. I just want to see what okay, there we go. So nerf. No wait. Yeah, nerf, increase, nerf. Bruce didn't do it. Nothing happened to Bruce. Magneto got a buff. Penny technically got a buff because she got the team up. And then Thing missed out. Thing skipped. Yeah, so Thing is the only Vanguard. Thing and Hulk. The Thing and the Hulk were the only Vanguards that went untouched. Everybody else got touched. Technically, Hulk did get touched because of the Iron Man thing, but that wasn't really affecting him. As for the Duelist, again, nothing on Black Panther. That's the 8th time in a row Black Panther has gotten completely scot-free. Magic scot-free. Moon Knight scot-free. Who else? Scarlet Witch scot-free. Spider-Man scot-free. Squirrel Girl got a fucking buff for some reason. Bucky scot-free, which is good because they increased him last time. Which I do like having 2 of the fucking red things. Wolverine scot-free. And that's it. Alright, now we're moving on to the strategist. Ultron title. Okay. Strategist. So, Jeff the Landshark, which we're adding a new effect. Okay, here we go. Ready? We're adding a new effect to Joyful Splash. Now also deals damage to enemies at 76 Joyful Splash. Which one is that? Hold on. Is that the... It is. Holy shit. You're going to be able to kill people with your fucking spray. Which is hilarious because the first time that I ever played Jeff, I thought that I was attacking people with it, and I wasn't. But, holy shit. It deals damage at 70 per second and can heal allies through other allies, but not through enemies. Okay, that's fair. It's not like Invisible Woman can do it through allies and enemies. Fall off damage starts off at 20 at a maximum of 65% of reducing the healing from 50 to 100. Fair enough, but dude, that's gonna be Jeff is gonna be a whole nother fucking thing. Jeff is gonna start getting banned. I could if he's attacking dude, that's gonna be insane. Change Aqua Burst to a charge ability. Max 3 charges, 3 seconds per charge. Now, direct hits launch enemies up. Wow. They're reworking his entire kit, dude. Jeff got to rework on his kit before Adam Warlock? Alright, bro. Whatever. Okay. Dude, this is completely different. Changing the bubble effect from one-time healing to healing over time. Okay. Increasing the healing amount from an instant 85 to 120 over 4 seconds. Reduce the max from and remove the enemy launch-up effect. That's fine because the Aqua Burst is going to do that. Adding a new effect, Hide and Seek. It now has an energy cap and drains 20 seconds. Wait. Add new effect to Hide and Seek. It has an energy cap that drains 120 seconds. Wait. It has an energy cap that drains by 20 seconds while submerged. So is that saying that you can no longer heal the full way? Oh, wait, no. Reduced while healing is submerged from 35 to 15. Dude, that's a huge nerf. That's a crazy nerf. Wow. I'm still not familiar with this is. Has an energy cap? What do we mean an energy cap? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that means. Does it mean movement boost? Is that what it means? I have no idea. I don't know what this means. But, and then his ultimate ability now grants 45 health per second, up to 150. There's a limit now. Ooh, okay. Was there always a limit? I don't know. Increase the damage reduction received when taking a critical hit from 50 to 70. Dude, they reworked his entire kit, dude. They reworked everything. I mean, that's a complete rework. He's going to be a completely different character now. Like, I'm literally going to have to sit and learn his whole thing again. That's insane. And again, it was all before Adam Warlock. Okay, sorry. Luna increased the light and dark ice healing from 20 to 22. It's pretty nice. Add a new effect. So she's getting a new ability. Now grants 50 bonus health per enemy hit. Oh, to absolute 0. Okay, that's useful. Okay, so that's the clap. When you start clapping, I think. Let me make sure. Hold on. Okay, I guess we'll just never know. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure the clap. That's so that's good because I've mentioned this before. Oh wow, that's a big increase for his ultimate ability though. But like I said before, I think the big thing with Luna is Luna's great if you can aim, but you have to aim really well. And so I think this will really help. This will really help on the account that, she'll be able to heal herself significantly. Because Cloak and Dagger can heal themselves really well. They heal themselves with the push. They heal themselves with the bubble. I don't think they heal when they heal other people. But, Luna only heals when she does her thing. And she's just healing over time. So she gets pretty screwed over most of the time. As for Rocket, reduce repair mode direct hit healing amount from... Dude, they do keep... The team up ability is good, but they keep nerfing Rocket, dude. That's insane. I feel bad for the no healing Rocket, or the only healing, no damage Rocket guy is what it is. And we got the new team up ability. Gives a 15 increase for healing effects. That's pretty good. Hawkeye unlocks a new icy arrow, right? The Jeff NATO. Excuse me, sorry. Punisher gains a maximum health increase of 25 and a 5% damage bonus. Okay. Well, we saw that. This is going to be broken, I think. Iron Man gets a 5% damage output. Venom gains a maximum health increase of 150. Pretty good. Yeah, and then we got rid of the, we got rid of Black Widow, Hawkeye, Rocket Raccoon, Luna, Namor, and they completely got rid of the Venom symbiote bomb. Like, Spider-Man has nothing. Spider-Man has nothing now. And then the Atlas Bond. Why would that get decreased? Man, I just talked about how difficult it is to be Luna and whatnot. And then, okay, whatever. Increased cooldown of Storm siblings from 20. Ooh, increased from 20 to 25. Interesting. Increase that one. Yep. And then for this one, reduce the proportion of damage caused by 20 to... See, again, it's a stupid team up. It's a dumb team up. It doesn't work. Give me back my large laser sword. I want my laser sword back. But with that being said, that was the... that's all of them. That's it. We went through the whole thing. My throat is very... I'm almost out of my tiny can of Dr. Pepper, or fucking Mountain Dew. This is Dr. Pepper, yeah. Also, this is not good for hydration purposes. So, I'm going to talk a little bit quieter now. Because I just kind of want to talk out loud. I'm going to watch this back later to myself.